Hello, welcome to another library tutorial in the GIS series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the georeferencing tools in ArcGIS. Building on what we have done in the previous videos, I have connected a variety of folders and imported a lot of data into ArcGIS. Something you may have noticed while using ArcGIS is that not all datasets are appropriate for the kind of projects you may be working on. In this case, I am wanting to create a map centered around the Brahmaputra River. As you can see, I tried using the water data from Diva GIS for all nearby countries. Unfortunately, there is simply too much data here, and I cannot actually identify the Brahmaputra River on the map. In instances where you cannot find a really good dataset that specifically identifies a feature you want to highlight, such as a specific river, then you can do what's called georeferencing. Basically, we can use images of maps from external sources and mold them to fit on our maps in ArcGIS. In this case, I found a map on the internet that fits my interests, and I saved it inside of my GIS folder. Now let's get started. First, make sure that your image appears in the catalog in ArcGIS. You may need to right-click on the folder and click Refresh. Before I import the image, first I'm going to zoom into the region that I am concerned with, and I'm going to create a bookmark. Now drag and drop the image onto your map. You may get some pop-ups and error messages referring to pyramids and unknown spatial references. Those can be important later on, but for now just click OK and use the default options. I'm going to quickly rename my image. Since the image we just imported is a picture and not actual GIS data, our image will likely appear in strange locations on the map. It may be really big, it may be really small. The easiest way to find it is to simply right-click on the image in the table of contents and click Zoom to Layer. In this case, it is really large. Now we need some toolbars to get started georeferencing. Right-click in the toolbar area, turn on Effects, and turn on Georeferencing. Before we can reshape and mold the image to match our base map, we need to identify some common features that are represented in both. I'm going to use labels for cities. Depending on the maps you are using, borders, geographic features, and other landmarks could work just as well. So I'm going to quickly double check to make sure Delhi, Kathmandu, and Kolkata are on both maps. Using the georeferencing toolbar, I am now going to make sure my image is selected, and then I will click on Add Control Points. I will click on Delhi on the image, then navigate to my bookmark, and then click on Delhi on the base map. You can see that the image automatically moved so that Delhi on the picture is in the same place as Delhi on the base map. I'm going to repeat the process for Kathmandu. I will need to disable or hide the image layer in the table of contents so that I can click on Kathmandu on the base map. Now that I've added 2 control points, the image is starting to shrink and transform to match the base map. I will repeat the process one more time for Kolkata. Now, using the Effects toolbar, we can double check to make sure that the image is accurately overlaid on the base map. Select the image and then the Swipe tool, and you can dynamically hide and display the image. Using this tool, you can compare the positioning of things like borders and cities to see how accurately aligned they are. In my case, the image is close, but not perfectly aligned. There are 2 things you can do to improve the accuracy of your georeferencing. First, be as precise as possible by zooming in and selecting the exact positions you want for your control points. Second, you can create additional control points. I only used 3, but there is no limit to the number you can use to make your images and maps more accurately aligned. It's important to note that not all maps you find will be helpful for accurate georeferencing. Historic maps and maps that are poorly made may not align very well with more modern, more accurate maps. If you have any questions about how to use ArcGIS, georeferencing tools, or research in general, don't forget to ask a librarian. Thank you and have a nice day.